I'm Sarah Cross, and I'm a professional violinist and multidisciplinary creative. I play regularly with symphony orchestras in Sweden, in Stockholm, so the Royal Philharmonic and the Radio Symphony Orchestra. I used to play in Milan, I used to play in the Orchestra Sinfonica Giuseppe Verdi, that's how it's called. Jazz side I played with Isabella Lundgren and Fredrik Lindborg, Nisse Landgren. With pop gigs I've played with Benjamin Ingrosso, Zara Larsson, Christina Aguilera, Muse, played with Muse band.
Do you often do recording sessions?
Yeah, I do a lot of recording sessions. So there can be a lot of film music and adverts. I played in La Scala, played in the Royal Albert Hall in London for the proms. Played for Royals, yes, I played, oh, that was a highlight for ABBA as 50th anniversary of Waterloo. Playing the Dancing Queen, literally to the Dancing Queen of Sweden, for whom it was written. That was quite a special moment, yeah. King and Queen of Sweden. The bulk of my work has been in concert halls, in Europe and the world, with symphony orchestras, large symphony orchestras.
So you're a top tier violinist, which is amazing.
Thank you.
You should be.
No, I should. And I'm glad. I just should. I'm happy. I want us to feel proud of the work that we do. I know that I can do my job as well as anyone else. I haven't won an audition. For a bazillion reasons why. Doesn't mean I don't know I can't do my job. I do have that feeling of we need to believe more in ourselves. I should just speak for myself. There's plenty of people that do believe in themselves, but yeah. I grew up in the UK, born in Newcastle, grew up in Coventry and studied for a while in Manchester. And then I've lived a little bit all over the place, a while in South Africa, some time in Amsterdam, some time in Italy, but the last 10 years I've been here in Sweden. I had some issues, I think, I had plenty of issues with myself, and it was quite a battle with my violin and my identity as a violinist. Came out pretty disillusioned and feeling like I was not good enough. The resounding message that I felt like I had absorbed somehow was that I was just not good enough and I was never going to be good enough.
How much of that battle of not being good enough do you think comes from you and comes from the industry? Like, did you hear it every day? Or?
No, I think it really is a strange thing to try and understand, and for a long time I really did blame the industry. It's quite recent actually that I have broken free of some of the things I was telling myself about the industry, about my education. So I was fortunate enough to have people around me, family and education system that encouraged me to play a lot, and most of the messaging I got in words actually was that you can do anything and you're amazing, you're wonderful. I was young and I was playing really well and playing with solos with orchestra in a small setting, nothing huge, but still it felt like I was on this trajectory of becoming a soloist, and I think it's very easy to interpret that when you're younger as, oh, if I'm good, if I show what I'm good at, then that's how I get acknowledgement, and that's how I'm and why I'm valued. And this is also what I owe the world. I'm good at the violin, I've been given the opportunity, therefore I need to do it for them. So I struggled with that for, up until a couple of weeks ago. No, I'd say it's a process, but to be really honest, I'd say 3 years ago, when I could say that I started to love music and understand my role and the opportunity I have to communicate and share a part of myself and to connect with other people and lift what they do as well, and feel a part of something, feel a part of a family, a music family, really, that's hardworking, disciplined, talented, often we're quite hard on ourselves. But I'm really, really proud and glad now to be part of that family. You really have to, well, you don't have to, but I highly recommend doing the work of separating what narratives you have in your mind that come from you, things you put together, what came from your education, what maybe came from peers, and what's true to you now, what's relevant, what do you need.
Do you think it's affecting how you play?
Oh yeah, absolutely, absolutely. If I think about the ways I'm able to use, or I feel like I'm just scratching the surface now, and where I'm able to start using my voice and my violin playing for the kind of things that I really want to connect and communicate, to reach out to people, to move people, to be a part of something great.
Do you feel the same pressure now when you've done all these shows and everything, but also have found yourself? Do you feel the same pressure walking into a gig?
No, and that doesn't mean to say that I don't get nervous. I still feel the physical symptoms of nerves sometimes, but it's a completely different thing. I feel like when I go onto the stage now, I have a much more holistic view of the orchestra and the audience. So I very intentionally look up to maybe the furthest seat in the back, and I'm thinking, this is an exchange. I'm thinking, thank you. You came and bought a ticket, or maybe you didn't buy a ticket. Maybe someone let you in, I don't know. But you're here, you're spending your time and your energy and your focus for something that we're giving. And the same with my colleagues on stage. For so long, I battled with this strange sense of competition. It's like, we're all on here trying to do the same thing for the same people, and yet there's this competition that we're afraid of. And again, I think mostly it's the voices in our head, really, that we're battling against. This knowledge that we really could be doing some incredibly impactful things if we put our heads together, we put our creativity together.
When you played this improvised piece now that we did, what do you had your eyes closed the whole time. What do you think about when you play that?
I'm not really thinking, I'm feeling. I'm in the moment, there's flow. It's just like things are aligned, you're fully present, you're feeling safe enough in your environment that you're able to detach from the fact that other people are watching you, you're going to be judged, someone's going to be thinking this, that and the other. It's like, no, there's no time for that. You're just completely, you're like a channel or a vessel for something else. It's just coming through you and out of the instrument.
Do you think about what other people will feel when you play? Or do you think about, what do you...
Again, this is different. So when I'm playing in orchestra and I'm playing something that is someone else's idea, it's just someone else's composition, so there's a level of respect for that and understanding. But yes, I'm going to put my heart and soul into it, but it's not my decision to suddenly play a phrase with more vibrato or more bow because I like it that way. No, it has to be the collective vision of the orchestra, the conductor, and a gift of the audience. And it's a piece written by someone who's left instructions about how it should be done. So there I feel a lot about the experience of I'm giving the audience this thing together with my colleagues, and I really want it to be a pleasurable experience for them. And then free improvisation, it's somewhere in between. It is much more about just what's coming out of my heart. So it's more like pure art, I would say, because I'm not doing it because I want it to be pleasurable for someone else. I'm playing literally what I feel. I'm translating my emotions into sounds, and my gift is that vulnerability of showing myself. And so, of course, I hope that it will move someone and it's appreciated somehow, but maybe it won't. Maybe it'll really, if I'm feeling really angry one day and I play something very dissonant, it might not be very nice, like, oh, lovely, I'll sit there and listen to that. No, but it's my improvisation and it's something that comes from my heart that I feel needs to come out. So it depends. That was a very long-winded way of saying it depends.
It's amazing, it's amazing. As I understand it, you've opened up quite a lot for other art forms as well.
Yes.
Like visual art and just being creative in general.
Yeah.
Not being, let's use the phrase, stuck to the violin.
Yeah.
But what are some of the other art forms that you enjoy now?
The first one that took me off course was makeup. And that was another time where I felt like I wasn't going to quit the violin, but I was really that fed up at the lack of creativity in my own life, or the lack of outlet that I'd given myself, that I thought, I'm just going to park that, and I did makeup. And went on to pattern design and all sorts of different things. But the makeup one is really fascinating for me. I'm so grateful I did it. It was just like an inner niggle, little calling. I had to do it. I wanted to do it before. I'm going to finally let myself do this thing. Terrified of what people are going to think of me. They're not going to take me seriously as a violinist anymore. All of these different things. Also thinking that this was going to be my route to, this new career, this is going to be the thing that fixes me or solves my problems, a bit like moving countries. And within 2 or 3 weeks, the very same perfectionistic voices in my mind were there. Oh, wow, what a surprise, I hadn't suddenly become another person just because I was holding a makeup brush instead of a violin bow. It was pretty brutal. It was so brutal. I was so disappointed. But it taught me so much, or it led me rather on a path that taught me everything, or a lot about what I needed to know about myself, a lot about self-acceptance, a lot of, I'd say the biggest thing I learned on the makeup school was not the makeup techniques, but was, wow, people are mean to themselves in the mirror. There are very few people that came and sat in the chair, in the makeup chair, that had something positive or kind to say about themselves. Finding out that it wasn't just me was a relief in a way, but also really made me very sad. I'm not sad anymore because I know that things can be done about it, and I want to do as much as I can to help people with a relationship with themselves. Ultimately, I think that's what all of this is about, whether it's your violin, whether it's the mirror, whether it's anything we struggle with. It's our relationship to ourselves and the thing, not the thing in itself.
Would you say that work has become more meaningful?
Yes, yeah? You can say that again. Definitely. And I'm convinced that we have the capacity to create more meaning in our lives and in our work. We have to create it, we have to make it. It doesn't happen by itself.
Do you have core values today that you feel are guiding you, like?
Love, hope, joy, creativity.
That's
in a nutshell.
Amazing. You said enough.
Love you all so much.